Hello and welcome to another SH Figuarts video. Today is Super Sentai Kaisuk Sentai Gokaiger Gokaiger Captain Marvelous. Oh, so many names. Very nice box right here. Picture of the figure itself in full color detail, with an outline of metallic red, gold all over because they're all that pirate, so it's metallic all over. Silver printing of Gokai Red right here, which is very hard to read because of the silver card underneath. But yeah, SH Figuarts new standard figure series that incorporates the Bandai action figure art under the theme pursuing character expression through humanoid action. Now, if I haven't read that this many times out of every single review, I wouldn't be able to actually probably read it. So God's sake, this is brand new. Never been opened, but the I guess because this has been released for a while, so the box is not brand new. A lot of scratches on the metallic red and gold, which is one of those things. This kind of color is just so easy to attract scratches and fingerprints and marks and such. So if you're an avid collector, very picky, you might want to buy one that's still in shrink wrap or something. Or some sellers like to, you put plastic over it or paper over it so it protects the box. But me, I don't care too much. But it's something to consider when you're getting this figure. Plus, people like Gokai Red, so this one is slightly more rare than any other Super Sentai SH Figuarts or even some Kamen Rider SH Figuarts. So getting this, the cost is going to be slightly higher. So let's hope Bandai does a re-release sometime soon, maybe. Especially for some of the other colors, Gokai Pink and Yellow, especially expensive. Green's very cheap for obvious reasons. So what it looks like on the top, the bottom. Japanese release, no Hong Kong stickers, anything on the back, telling you this pretty much the accessories that you get. And there's a side very piratey map, like it's very stylized. For a closer look at the packaging, you can head over to Facebook, link below, and check out the photos there. So opening the box, one thing to note is mine here, the glue's actually starting to come off. So yeah, opening the box is slightly fidgety. Silver card backing underneath because instructions manual. Again, photos will be posted on the Facebook link below, Facebook page. Let's see. And opening this box is because it's one of the older releases, so the top tray plastic goes all the way down. This one actually has even tape on it on all four sides that I've already cut. Probably because it has very small accessories, including a Gokai Ranger key in folded mode. Two little accessories when the Ranger key is inserted into the gun and the sword, so you can swap the barrels, and because the Gokai phone transformation tool. So opening this, please be really careful because these small parts are so small. They might be the Gokai Ranger key might be the smallest accessory that we've ever had in SH Figuarts, apart from cards. And, those are like those plasticky paper things, and this is an actual piece. So let's take a closer look at the accessories. So apart from the closed fist, you also get pointing hands, gun holding hands, sword holding hands, relaxed hands, phone holding hands, I believe, and the key holding hand, and of course a folded pair of arms to do his signature pose. You also get his Mombirate in sort of activated mode. Shame you don't actually get it in closed mode or non-activated mode, which is actually really annoying for me. Imagine if you got Decade and he only came with sword and gun and not the actual folded book by the booker. So the gun, which you can move up the key barrel, the Gokai sword. Again, you also that little key barrel you can push up and down, and you unpeg it to insert the ones with the keys. These of course only is silver painted. I did think about painting the key part red to fit with him, but I guess, does he ever use different colored keys? Maybe. Oh yeah, I guess you get red and silver together, like swap their heads. You can get the Gokai half red, half silver thing when they got mixed up, and then you can do this swap. So you got the Gokai key here, which underneath it's got so small. On the other side, it is painted key-like, so that's nice detail right there. And the unfortunately this one isn't. It's just a peg on the end, but it fits right into the Pirates. Before I move on to articulation, one last thing to note is that this figure came with 2 pieces of transparent plastic with a hole inside. They went between both sides of the belt, I guess, to protect the sort of hip and tummy parts. Anyway, articulation. So neck and head joints on ball joints, but they can't actually move too much. Look really down. Not too up because his collar is in the way. Full 360 degree rotation, arm up, swivel 360, swivel right here, up and down 360 degrees, and goes that sort of arm round ball joint underneath inside the torso, double elbow joint, ball, socket, and hinge joint, and swivel joint, hip on a ball joint, ball joint, ball joint. So full 360 degrees right there. The belt is actually a separate piece on its own, soft plastic, so it doesn't hinder too much articulation. His jacket right here, these pieces also don't hinder too much articulation. You can still do pretty much a lot. So sort of peg and swivel joint system going on there, double peg and such. Full 360 degree spin, up and down. Double knee joint, very double knee joint, foot joint, toe joint, ball and swivel hinge system. So overall pretty neat. In terms of molding detail and paint quality, this figure is pretty decent, maybe 7 out of 10, apart from these 2 bits. Gold splodge right there, that's annoying. And 2 scratch marks right here, damn it. Overall, the figure is actually fine. Now, apart from the paint detail and such, it's really nice that they come with an accessory where he folds his arm for a signature pose, but it's also very daunting that that joint on the arm is so obvious and clear because, you got a peg system thing going on, and that's slightly annoying. Sort of wish they could have extended the extra arm piece a little bit and just sort of swapped his arm from, where the shoulder is and not just lower down the arm, so now there's a big line there. Also, his tramp stamp on his back is very obvious. That big giant made in China black text on his back is very obvious. So some of you might actually want to paint, red paint over that and cover them up. Now in the box and on the show, on the box, you got that metallic red going on. There's a shine because they're using some sort of silk or velvet as their jacket. But instead with the figure, sort of a matte finish and sort of off-putting for some. The helmet is sort of in contrast. It makes the helmet a lot shinier than it really is. When compared to the show. Also, another bit that's so annoying. Instead of shiny black visor, it's a matte finish, which also doesn't seem right because in the show it's a shiny black plastic. So what's going on here? In this day and age, we're getting version 2.0 of figures where they get things accurate this time around, where colors are correct. Here we still have a figure from just last year, or 2 years, where the visor or certain different colors is not accurate to the show. Another thing that really bugs me is that the belt only comes with one piece, and he can't, push a button where, where the Ranger key is sort of hooked on his belt. Just like the Deco driver, I can't open the Deco driver and put a card in there. There's an extra piece for me to do that, and this sort of feels quite just missing. On the upside, the gun and the sword have a lot of detail, and it's nice that it comes with an extra piece where you can swap the barrels around so it looks like you've got the Ranger key inserted. Although, I guess those pieces are a bit too small to add a hole in them for them to do the peg system with the extra Ranger key that you get. You can peg in things. It's really nice that it comes with a tiny Ranger key, and the Ranger key is quite accurate. It's one of those things that's missing from the, say, Deco driver or come with the double, which double came with Guy memories or belt that can close, but it didn't. Instead, here we got a Sentai Figuarts who actually has a Ranger key, really small piece. But again, on the downside, he doesn't come with a BIOS that's either closed or in non-activated mode, so that's kind of annoying. Can someone tell me if any of the power-up modes or anything, or any other Ranger As a Figuarts comes with the Mumbarits in either form, that would be really, really neat. In terms of joints, it's quite tight, nothing's too loose, he can pose a lot of, he's got good posability, doesn't fall over too easily, and yeah, it's Captain Marvelous, he's pretty cool. I'm not a big Sentai fan, I'm a Rider fan, but I do really like Gokaiger because it's filmed slightly more seriously than some of the other ones, and I like Sea Ranger because that's the first one I watched as a kid, and a little bit of Power Rangers, I guess. I just remember the Green Ranger sort of falling down, no more power, I'm gonna die, because you know Super Sentai is more hardcore than Power Rangers. Oh, big on the trolls and rage and such. Because I keep Power Ranger because that's adult themed, so that's pretty cool. But overall, as not a big Sentai fan, but a pretty big fan of Gokaiger, I think this is a cool figure. It's just some things, it's almost perfect. Almost, it's like 90%, but just a few bits missing, and it's annoying. And this is an expensive figure these days, and it was quite expensive when it first came out, so for the price you get, yeah, he's almost there. If you're a big fan of Gokaiger, then by all means pick this up, but if you're just a casual Sentai fan or SH Figuarts fan, you might want to pass on this because of the current price, and it's sort of almost perfect stance right now. So subscribe, suggest, and comment below. Tell me what you think. If you have any other Gokaiger SH Figuarts, those are really expensive. Tell me what you think of those. And of course, take care and have a nice day. Bye.